Hey, what's up everyone? Today we'll be talking about, of course, the Crown Victoria. But what about the Crown Victoria? Today we're going to be talking about how to get the most mileage out of your Crown Victoria. As you can see, this car has not been washed, all that pollen. But one day it'll get a wash. Yep. Now, to get the most mileage out of your Crown Vic, you're going to need four things. Three of them are major. The other one is just depending on how you are. So we're going to get started with the least important one, which is the fourth one. And that is the outside. All right. So what about the outside? I got the hood pop right there. Basically, man, if you want to get a long life out of your Crown Vic, you're going to need to take care of the outside. Now, doesn't necessarily mean that you got to keep it washed and shine every day, but you want to make sure the parts not falling off the car, the bumper's not flapping, it might blow off. Make sure you keep some pretty decent tires so they don't blow out and slap the bumper off or dent the car up, all that good stuff like that. Of course you want to wash it from time to time to keep the paint from peeling off. Now this car hasn't been painted yet, but look at that, paint flaking off. Stuff like that, man, because once the paint starts chipping away, you're gonna start getting a little rust on the car, and then some people have a big rust spot all on top of the hood. So you don't want the car to rot away if it's still running. So that's the fourth thing. Like I said, that's up to you. If you don't care about how the car look or care about it rusting away on the outside end, then hey, that's you. All right, let's pop the hood and get to number three. Now a lot of people might say, well, we know what you're about to say up under the hood. Just keep watching. All right, so it's three things up on this hood that you need to definitely keep a check on. One of them, probably most people don't even check, and that is going to be the transmission fluid. That stick right there, way in the back with the yellow cap. All right, you have to check that with the car running. Let the car heat all the way up, and then check that. If you check it while it's off or cold, it's not going to read the proper reading, and you're not going to know if you got too much in there or not enough in there. But the transmission, man, you got to keep that fluid in there to keep it from burning up. Change the fluid. If you bought the car used, go ahead and get the fluid changed, because you don't know when the last time it was changed. And you want to keep that transmission lasting as long as possible. Don't do a transmission flush, because like I said, if you bought it used, let's say you got 100,000 miles on the car and you done bought it used, and you sit there and do a transmission flush, all the extra minerals or whatever you want to call it in the transmission, it done got used to that. So if you flush all that out, man, it's going to start giving you problems. So just do a regular change, just drain it out, new strainer, put your fresh fluid in there, seal it back up, good to go. Do not flush it. All right, now the second one is going to be this fluid right here up front. So we call it antifreeze. All right, let me see, probably about time to add a little bit in there, but got to keep some fluid in the car, some antifreeze. All right, that keeps the car running cool. Also, make sure you keep a check on your temperature gauge if you're gonna be going on long trips or you're gonna drive the car hard. Keep a check on that temperature gauge, and make sure you keep some fluid in the car. It's antifreeze. Now, if you have like a older model Crown Vic, I know like the 97 or older, the temperature gauge fluctuates a little bit. So you definitely want to keep an eye on those. On those cars there, like if I had one, I'd probably go ahead and change the water pump, thermostat, and make sure you got a good fan on it. They have the clutch fan, they tend to wear out too, so make sure you keep check on that. All right, now the most important one of them all, the oil. Keep oil in your Crown Vic or whatever car you have. Without oil, man, you're gonna be on the side of the road. You're gonna have to buy a new engine. That's gonna cost you a little more money. A lot of people, don't check the oil in the car. They really probably don't check anything, man. And you sitting there riding, and out of oil, you're gonna lock the engine up. So definitely make sure you check that. Keep it clean, change it when it's need to be changed. Like I said, I use the Motorcraft, try to get about 5,000 miles out of the oil change. But if you check it, man, and the oil looks like it's dirty, Go ahead and change it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. This oil here still got a little life in it. It's not too bad, but it's gonna get changed soon. I'll be doing a video on that. Put that back in there. All right, so on Crown Vics, man, you got your oil right there, yellow stick, coolant, transmission fluid in the back, man. Keep checking those 3 things and you get a lot of miles out your car. But if you don't, you'll be one of those people with the Crown Vic sitting in the backyard with, you know, trees riding on top of it or something like that, man. So make sure you guys keep a check on that. Like I said, it's up to you on the outside part. If you decide to keep it clean, you know, keep the paint in good shape or whatnot, and that's up to you. Like now, as far as this spot right here, I'm gonna get this car painted soon. But spots like this, now let's say you already got your car the color you want it, and you say, well, I don't want to get a whole nother paint job. They have where you can buy some stuff to fill spots in like that to keep it from rusting, you know, because eventually that'll turn to rust. But other than that, man, that is the Crown Vic, and the tips on how to get the most mileage out of your car. If you like, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Other than that, I'm out.